Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 scary things caught on Google Maps and Google Street. So we all use Google Maps to see what's going on in the world. It's an amazing tool and you can literally go anywhere now. But scary places are not off limits. So here are the most terrifying locations and creepy things caught on Google Maps. Some of these have been taken on Google Maps while others have been taken on the ground by Google Street. But before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 is Angel. So a few years back, a user on a paranormal message board posted this screenshot of Google Maps. From the bottom half, it looks like a very peaceful and tranquil area. But where else is said to be peaceful and tranquil? Heaven, right? Well, according to many people, this blur is an angel ascending to heaven. It certainly does like something is flying upwards, as there's motion blur. And from the blur here, we can tell it's going faster than the Google Maps camera car. Now, this could very well just be a glitch on Google Maps, but something in real life had to happen to make this image. So if it's not an angel, then what is this thing? It's far too big to be an animal or an airplane. So what is this very bizarre and mysterious thing that many people online are calling an angel? Next up is broken face. So there's not all that much to say about this one, and that is because it's so mysterious and eerie it's hard to put into words. Out in a rural field, the Google Street cameras caught this. It almost looks like one big natural rock, but when you look at it closer, you'll see it's actually a broken face on a hillside. This kind of looks like part of a giant puzzle. But really, do you think there's a giant body missing a face somewhere? If this was in the city, it would make sense, as it would likely be an art installation. But not many people do art installations in the middle of nowhere on a hillside. What do you think's going on here, guys? Could this be some kind of eerie message? Or is there a different explanation for this broken face? Next up is Danger Dog. So Google Street captures many things. Vehicles, houses, people, but also animals. Now, some interesting animals have been caught on Google Street, but this one is just plain scary. This was taken somewhere in the USA. As you can see, the image shows what appears to be a gangster lowriding. But right next to him is something even more scary, a crazed dog. This looks to be a pit bull or some other type of dangerous dog. It's also got that classic creepy dog collar on. And in case you were wondering what it's like to be ripped to shreds by this dog, he's doing it with a shirt. So that's where this guy's shirt went. I just hope the Google Maps driver had his window rolled up, as you would not want this dog jumping in. Next up is Colard. So when you're a Google Street car driver, you run into a lot of risks. If you get lucky, you'll be driving in Beverly Hills. But some unlucky drivers have to do the dangerous places too. And of course, when you're driving around in a car that looks like this, you're bound to attract quite a bit of attention. This image was caught somewhere in France. As you can see, the area looks almost as gloomy as the UK. Trust me, I should know. It's very grey and there's graffiti everywhere. And there's also two kids in a hoodie. But take a look at the kid in the black jacket and you'll see he's throwing a bottle of cola at the Google Street car. Now luckily this guy doesn't seem like the best athlete, as his bottle hasn't gone very far, but there aren't many jobs where you get bottles of cola thrown at you. I have to say I feel kind of bad for the guy driving the car at this moment. But it did capture one pretty scary Google Maps image. Next up is Gucci Baby. So this image isn't too scary, but it is very concerning. If you look at the top of this image, it simply looks like a Gucci store. But look a little lower and you'll see a lone baby crawling outside. This baby seems to be all alone. And when you navigate around this scene using Google Street, you won't see any mom anywhere. Something about that dark alleyway and that baby right next to it makes me pretty creeped out. Usually Gucci stores are in pretty safe, affluent areas. But I have to say, this place looks kind of run down. I sure hope this baby's fine and there's a logical explanation here. Maybe its mom is just standing behind that pillar, but there's something about this image that really does give me the chills. Next up is Japan Ghost Town. So we all know that a ghost town is a once thriving but now abandoned town. In countries like the US, these are mostly in deserts. For example, towns with oil or diamond mines, which no longer have any oil or diamonds left. But in Japan, there's actually a ghost island called Hashima Island. And it's just one of the 505 abandoned islands in Japan. In the 1890s, this island was booming. It was known for its undersea coal mines, which made a lot of money, but by 1974, all of the coal was gone. It's now totally abandoned and you can't visit. Only on special occasions will they let people actually onto the island. And it was even the site of Javier Bardem's lair in Skyfall. But Google Maps have also caught some images of the town. As you can see, the ghost island looks very creepy in these images, but I have to say, there must be something pretty peaceful about being on a ghost island. Next up is Come Down and Play. Google Street images is caught by an interesting camera car. But of course Google Maps uses cameras on satellites to capture the entire world. And because they have a bird's eye view, they get to see things that people on the ground don't. Take this very eerie message on the top of an office in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. The message says, "Come down and play." Is this directed at people in airplanes above? Or was this specially put there for Google Maps to see? Whoever this is directed at, it's a pretty scary thing to say. The message spans across the roofs of various offices and retail stores. But who is responsible for this message? I don't want to know. Next up is Illuminati. So I don't know who's responsible for this one either, but I think I can give it a pretty good guess. This image was caught in the Nevada desert, home to many secret things such as Area 51, and it's also reportedly where the secret KFC recipe is stored. But in a massive random area of the Nevada desert, there's a ginormous Illuminati all-seeing eye. Or at least that's what it appears to be. There's a triangle with 5 circles inside. If that's not some Illuminati kind of stuff, I don't know what is. Is someone or something trying to send us a message? Either way, I'm freaked out, but what do you think the meaning behind this is? Remember, this is very large, so whoever's done this must have a lot of memes. Next up is trashed. What's the weirdest place you've woken up? For most people, the craziest place they would have woken up is out on the street or something. But I'm pretty sure this guy will beat all of your stories. As you can see, this man is sleeping in a trash can. Maybe this guy got trashed partying and then ended up really trashed. It's a good thing it's not garbage collection day. But really, what do you think this guy's doing? On the bright side, he definitely does look comfortable. Next up is Tiger. So we've already seen one very dangerous dog on this list. Big cat to be exact. This one was taken in Colorado, USA. As you can see, there's a wild tiger which has escaped from somewhere, walking freely. I'm not sure if this is from a circus or a zoo or what, but just imagine how terrifying it would be seeing this out of your car window. It's a good thing there's no people in this image either. Just imagine running into a tiger on your way to work. Next up is hiding child. So this is another image which is pretty disconcerting. When you look at this image, you likely don't see much. But when you look closely, you can actually see a child crouching down, hiding behind a trash can. He looks incredibly terrified of something, but I'm not sure what. Perhaps he's camera shy, but it's not like he's hiding his face. I'm really not sure why this kid is hiding in this alleyway, but there's just something about this image that gives me a creepy feeling. Kind of like the baby who was abandoned all alone. But guys, check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the scariest image on this list. If you guys want more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.